he stay dropping them bangers.
Use that poker, don't let nobody see you, man. Too much mud, sipping on junk to reap, man. Scroll through pictures of myself, gotta face my demons, man. If no one knows, I'm doing myself.
What is up, YouTube? It is showtime and I'm back with yet again another video. Now in today's video we will be going over 10 of the most important badges for comp centers on NBA 2K22. So when I say important, we're going to be emphasizing badges. I think I want to kind of like focus more in badges that maybe people don't know about, but I feel like it's just more about badges you must be using. Like you just kind of have some must-have badges, especially if you're playing competitive, whether that be stage, wagers, or whatever it is. So before we get started, as usual, I just want to ask all of you guys, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. I know I haven't been as consistent as usual. I kind of been laid back, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm definitely gonna push out more videos. I'm definitely gonna be back on the grind. 2K23 is coming soon, as you guys know, and I will be grinding that game also. So yeah, once again, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get straight into today's video on 10 of the most important badges for comp centers to be using on NBA 2K22. So the first badge I'm gonna go over is definitely probably the most important finishing badge in the game, and that is Limitless Takeoff. Especially for you comp centers out there, Limitless Takeoff is by far the most important finishing badge on this list. You guys have to be using Limitless Takeoff. It's important that you guys are also kind of using it alongside a great dunk package, and the two dunk packages I definitely highly recommend for you guys is using the quick drop off ones and the Michael Jordan. Those are the best ones for Limitless Takeoff. It works very well. If you're playing comp and you're a competitive center, Limitless Takeoff is a must-have. Now another badge for competitive centers is Unstrippable. You guys have got to be using Unstrippable. Ball Stripper is way too good for you guys not to be using it. Now personally, like if you're really getting ripped, use it on gold. It's really that needed. I think silver's perfect, but honestly I just use it on bronze, and I really haven't been stripped like that, so I'm cool with it on bronze. But Unstrippable for you comp centers out there is very important. Mind you, for this video I'm not going to be going over every badge that I use, just some important ones and some key ones that I want to mention. Kind of just going off the top here. Number 3 on my list is Menace. Menace is a very important badge. So for those of you guys double teaming out there, and as you guys know, double team is extremely overpowered and commonly used, especially in this generation of 2K, because there's no Showtime badge, so you're really going to get away with the Menace, the double team, and the Menace. Menace is needed. Menace is literally how you guys will be able to double team better and trap people. To activate Menace, I hold L1 and I can get a Trapper animation. Trapper isn't as OP as it once was for sure, but double team is a must, and Menace can get you bumps. It can get you the Trapper animation, so it's important you guys are using Menace, especially for you teams out there that like to double team. So yeah, definitely use Menace. Number 3 on my list. Number 4 on my list will probably be Pickpocket. If you're a comp center, it's no doubt about it, you've got to have this badge on at least silver. At the very least. The reason why I use this badge and I'm so high on this badge is because, once again, double team is a thing. Double team is probably the most efficient way to be playing defense, especially when you're playing comp, wagers, or whatever it is. So Pickpocket is gonna allow me to get that blitz, allow me to get a bump. So I use the Menace for the bump, and then I use the Pickpocket for the steal. These two really go hand in hand. It's like my you know, Robin and Batman right here on defense. So yeah, Pickpocket's gonna help you guys get the steals on the blitz. I have videos on how to do both of these things I just mentioned. I have a video on how to use Pickpocket, how to get blitzes, how to strip people, and also how to double team. So go make sure you guys check those two out. Maybe I'll leave the link in the description somewhere down below for you guys. But yeah, these two badges are very important. So that's 4 badges I've mentioned so far. Number 5 on my list is Chase Down Artist. Now honestly, I was using Chase Down Artist on bronze and silver at one point, and honestly this badge is not very good this year, and I literally was getting like 0 chase downs when it was on silver or bronze. So I ramped it up to Hall of Fame, and I have noticed that I got more. Honestly, like, blocking is probably one of the most important aspects about being a big man. So I feel like, why not have anything that has to do with that Hall of Fame? I've definitely seen more, still not as much, but I've definitely seen an increased amount of chase downs. Tis why I leave it on Hall of Fame at all times. So that is number 5 on my list. Number 6 would be Intimidator. Now Intimidator is a very important badge. It's a very important badge, especially if you're playing comp and stuff. Once again, this is going to help. This is like it's a very key component in your defense. What this has to do with is kind of intimidating people into missing their shots. So this is definitely a badge I feel like works on all ends of the court. When you're double teaming, you're gonna get stops. If you're getting ISO'd, you're gonna get stops using this badge to be able to intercept their shot. I use this with stick up defense. On perimeter defense, I use stick up defense and intimidator, and it's a great combo. But where I feel intimidator is most underrated and most powerful is on the lobs. Like literally a lob will go up and I run to it and I don't even jump. Like say I'll miss the jump or not even jump at all, and the intimidator will still pop up and make people miss their lobs. I've seen that animation 100 times this year. Intimidator is so important. Personally, I see some people use it as low as silver, which is cool. I like mine are gold or Hall of Fame. This is usually the range I usually keep it at. I'm gonna leave it at Hall of Fame because that's where it works best for me. So that was badge number 6 on my list. Number 7, honestly, I don't want to key in too much on the obvious. I feel like rim protector, rebound chaser, box, and brick wall, those are obviously important. I feel like I'm trying to emphasize more on badges people may not be using as much. I want to emphasize on those badges. So these are givens. Like we don't even have to go over that. Make sure you guys are always using rebound chaser, rim protector, box, and brick wall. Hustler, like I'm not even that high on Hustler. I feel like it's overrated in my opinion. Like you don't need to have a Hall of Fame. But Hustler is like it's a needed badge, especially for your rebounders out there personally. So I think I will throw this one on the list as the number 7th badge. It's important as a comp center. You guys are doing everything you guys can to get loose balls, rebounds, and Hustler is going to help you with those. So maybe this would come at number 7 in my list, but I really don't use it that high and it works still very well for me. There's also another badge I want to mention personally. Like just because I don't use it doesn't mean I won't mention it. I'm not a biased person, but worm is great. If you guys know how to worm, I also have a tutorial on that. It's important you guys use this badge, especially if you know how to use it. Personally, I get rebounds without it. That's why I'm not wasting my badge points on it. But if you're like some worm specialist, use this badge. Like it can really work to your advantage on the rebounds. As you guys know, being a center is all about defense and rebounds. So I mean, anything that has to do with that, I think you guys should be using. So worm is a good one. I think that was number 7. Another playmaking badge I want to go over is bailout. I want to go over bailout. Bailout is important. Bailout is very important. For those of you guys who may take a bad layup or a bad dunk attempt, or maybe it was good at first but it became a bad shot and you guys want to pass out of it, you need bailout. I always have my bailout on no matter what, and I have it on bronze, which works very well. I see some people use it on silver, which is cool too. Sorry, but yeah, bailout, bronze, bailout on something is needed. Bullet passer, probably number 8 on my list. For you comp centers out there, you guys have got to be using bullet passer. Like it's a must. You don't want slow passes on the inbound, you want good clean passes. So honestly, on silver it works really good. I heard there was some 2K lab study where it works worse on gold or something like that. I don't know, that wasn't my reasoning for using it on silver, but hey, I use mine on silver and that's what I like mine on, and that's what I will continue to use it on. Number 9, even though I don't use this badge, I'm not a biased person, still glue hands is goated. It improves to catch difficult passes and quickly put the ball on the floor, especially when you're playing competitive. This can be very important. This can be very important. I noticed there's an animation where someone will pass me the ball and I'll run out of bounds. It's not even where I run out of bounds, it's like I catch it out of bounds or something. You know, for your forecourt catches, all that stuff, glue hands can definitely be important. So definitely use glue hands. Nothing wrong with the badge at all. I think that's number 9 on my list. And if I had to choose one more that I feel is important for comp centers, I'd probably say, let's see, I don't want to mention the obvious. Once again, we kind of know what the obvious is. Interceptor, I really haven't named it because the badge really isn't that great this year. I use a Hall of Fame. Like I know how to play lanes, but I feel like it's not that OP this year. I'm gonna say last, I don't want to say pogo stick. I want to say maybe like rise up. I'll just kind of throw that one in there. Rise up is definitely important if you're a comp center. You know, quick 2s are important when you roll and you want that quick 2 under the basket and be able to get a quick dunk. Rise up is going to help you. Honorable mention to fast twitch. Like that's an obvious badge. It's going to speed up all your animations around the rim. I'm trying to not state the obvious, but that was my 10 most important badges, I'd say. Kind of like a 10 most important / 10 underrated badges that comp centers should be using on NBA 2K22, especially for competitive reasons. So if you guys did enjoy the video, I just want to ask all of you guys, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notification so anytime I post a video, you guys will get the notification. And I will see you guys in the next one.